We're about to go a little old school at my church. That's right. Well, I guess you could say we're turning back the clock, if you will, according to what my pastor said. Getting old school, dressed up, put on your Sunday best, as if you're back in the 60s, 70s, or even the early 20th century or something. But here's a question. What do you perceive as old school? I mean, we all know that when The Undertaker wrestles in the WWE, that one of his signature moves is walking the top ropes and dropping down on an opponent. Excuse me. Excuse me again. You're dropping down on an opponent. Now, when he first started, it'd be like, ooh, that's amazing. We haven't seen that in a while. Well, we haven't seen that in this generation. But now when he does it, pretty much it's been dubbed old school because, it's something that's become a classic maneuver. So what is old school besides that? Well, old school can also stand with things like turning back the clock, like I said, in other ways. I remember a couple of times during Spirit Week at high school, and I'm sure high schools still do this with their Spirit Weeks, they would select one day to be known as a decade based on a day based on a decade. Like 60s Day, or 70s Day, or 50s Day, or 80s Day. You name it. And then of course you got in football and baseball, and even in hockey and basketball, you have turn back the clock days. And basically what those are is events to where the players, or the teams, and if in some cases the audience participates in making it look like a game from the past. In other words, the team will wear old school uniforms. Uniforms are like when the team first started, or a team that was based around that area but no longer exists. And sometimes the fans would get involved as well. But what is your definition of old school? What do you think old school is to you? And quite honestly, have you seen anything recently that defies old school? Or defines old school? What do you think? Let me know down below, and I'll talk to you all later.